Hello, my name is Matthew Lawrence, Product Strategy Manager at LexisNexis. In this video, I'll be taking you through a short introduction to LegalPad. As you can see in front of you, we have the login screen. Your login will normally be the email address that you provide to us. Just enter your password and click Login. This is your publication screen. You can see all of the publications that you've had purchased in this area. You can scroll along using this arrow button on the right hand side to see the additional titles. This screen enables you to organize your publications as well too. Simply click on the Organize button and you can change the order of those titles as desired. For example, I'll move Richie's up to the front. There's an alternative view to the My Publications screen as well, the List view. And in the List view, we have quick access to some additional items, including recent history and sticky notes. We'll see a little bit more about those shortly. So LegalPad has been designed as a referencing tool to make it easy for you to find information under high pressure situations. And there are a number of ways that it does that. So if we go into cross-on evidence, I'm just hovering over cross-on evidence now, we can see the table of contents, my annotations and index. Let's start with the table of contents. So the table of contents here reflects the same sorts of structure, the guide cards that you would expect from a physical loose leaf. We can easily scroll through that title to find whatever section of content you're after. So for example, I'm going to click on New South Wales legislation. I can then see all of the subsections of that content. Go to the section that I'm interested in, and here we are. I can now see the content of that relevant component. I can scroll down to see the rest of the content. We can use a button at the bottom here to quickly return to the top. As you're reviewing the content, you'll notice that there are some hyperlinks present. So for example, where there is a cross-reference, these work simply by clicking on them, and the same as a HTML link. In the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll notice a button that's actually capturing the last few pages you looked at. So in this case, if I want to jump back to the previous page quickly, I simply click on that and it returns me to the previous page. We can also navigate in the same way as you would through a book by moving forward and backward along pages using these buttons. Top right and the top left. Another important feature that's commonly used with hard copy versions of loose leaf is annotating and highlighting. So we've got two additional features to enable that. You can highlight by selecting the highlighting tool. You can highlight as you'd expect, turn that off. And we can also add sticky notes. And the sticky note appears as it would in a hard copy book. You can return back to the table of contents. You'll notice that when you move from a page, it still records where in the book you're actually located, so it's easy to go back and find where you've been navigating through the text. Of those annotations, it's easy to go back and reference those annotations using the My Annotations tool on the left-hand side here. Click on that tool. That brings us to show us the annotations that we've just created. We can filter that to see only highlights or only sticky notes or both. To reference one of these sticky notes, just simply highlight and then click on the sticky note and it will automatically take us back to that point in the content. If you're also interested in navigating via the index, we have the index tool. The index is automatically organized alphabetically as you would expect. In addition, on the left-hand side, we provide a sub-index, which breaks down all of the possible terms by the first two letters available. So you can filter the terms by simply clicking on that, which then provides you with a shortened list, which makes it easy to find the component you're looking for. Additionally, If you're in a hurry to find something and you don't have the time to go through the index or search through the table of contents, you can also use the search tool. The search tool is very sophisticated. It includes fuzzy matching, so you don't have to spell the entire word or even indeed spell the word correctly. So in this case, I've searched for math and it's found what I was looking for, mathematics and the standard of proof. I can also narrow my search results by legislation, commentary, or forms and precedents. In this case though, it's found exactly what I'm looking for. You'll notice the search terms that you selected have been highlighted to help you find exactly the component of the page you were searching for. If we go back to My Publications, you can now see the recent history down the bottom, which was previously empty, has actually captured the most recent components of the content that we've been looking at. I call this the digital thumbs. This is effectively a quick and easy way for you to refer between different texts and then go back to a given page. So if you're flicking between 2 or 3 books or a single book and need to go back and find out what you were looking at 4 links ago, just go back to that part, click on View, and it takes you straight back to that page. The recent history can also be sorted. In this case, it's organised by all publications, but I can also choose to just see a single publication. If we go back to our list view, I can see all of my recent history and recent sticky notes in a quick view as well. And these also hyperlink back to the text. If at any point you get a little bit lost with the product or something doesn't work as you expect, you can simply click on Customer Support and it will open up an email so you can contact our support team directly. If you're after information about how the software actually works, again, you can contact us directly, or you can also refer to the help which is included within the application itself. So for example, how is my content updated? And that's a nice segue to talk about the interesting thing about this application, which is actually not visible on the screen. All of the updating and all of the filing is taken care of automatically. So when you download a new version of this publication, all of those updates are automatically handled and filed into the content. If it affects the annotation that you've got pre-existing in the content, that annotation will be identified and highlighted as being affected by the update. That way you can either copy it across to the new content or retain it as an orphaned note. To find out exactly what version you've got of the publication itself, you can simply refer to the bottom of the screen here where it says Last Update. Click on Details for more information. There are no further updates available for this publication. If I'm after what the last updates actually provided, just click on the I in the middle of the book and it will tell you exactly what the size of the update was and the last date you used to update that and the summary. In this case, I've downloaded the entire publication. If there was an update, it would tell me which chapter and which section was affected. So that's a brief introduction to LegalPad. If you're interested in trialling LegalPad or would like more information about the product, please go to worldwideweb.lexisnexis.com.au/LegalPad.